Welcome back to my channel. I am Silver Ninja, and we are going over the game Ant Legion. Now, I'm going to remake this video for the army scale. There is one thing that I missed, but I'm just trying to get a little better at making these videos. So, to get your base army scale, which is one of the most important, I would say one of the most, definitely the most important stat of the game. You need your armies in order to battle anything, right? And that is where you get about 90% of your rewards and your benefits that help you progress in the game. I mean, there are different things as well, like collect supplies. You collect resources and mantis meat, and you get points, and you get these rewards. This one is event specific, but you need army scale for that. The more ants you have at their boost, the more points you get for the damage you do. That one's a bit different. Food tussle. The more armies you send, the more points you get, and you only get so many tries before you have to. So you want as many ants doing as much damage in that you can, right? So, how do we increase our army scale? Well, your base is based on your queen. So I'm currently level 22, and that means I can do 25,000 ants just with the level 22 queen. And you can see you're at 100 until you reach about level 10, and that'll go pretty quickly if you're pretty active. It starts to slow down once you get to like 15 to 22. But let's see, and then, so the next way to get that most people are aware of is your specialized ants. Now this is where you get a lot of army scale. So I have 20,000 with this one ant alone, and it's at its max level there, and that's because of the aiding. This one here, I can boost this once I have enough items to boost. I might do that soon anyway, just because. It'll increase my army scale. Let's see if I can let me do one real quick, just to show you. Oh, that one I can't do until I upgrade my queen. All right, wasn't paying attention to that. So let's go down here. So this one's army scale is 12,250. I upgrade it, and you can see that it goes up if I'm using that ant when I'm doing a rally. There are other items in here that will help. A couple of these specialized ants, when they're at the correct level to unlock it, will also boost your army scale. So maybe focus on upgrading your Metallica ant when you get it. Not only does it increase your healing speed, but this last option here gives you maximum army scale per evolution. So I have 1 star of evolution, and so I'm getting 6,000 extra troops. If I put more evolve it, get more of these shards in there, I can evolve it, and I can go up to the next level, which would be 9,000, and so forth. There are other ants that do that as well. The gardener ant also has one of those, and it follows the same basic strategy. Get it upgraded to unlock this third option. When you don't have it unlocked, it will tell you at what level that'll unlock. This one also does building speed. You can see all the little things it does, but right now we're talking about army scale. The doorkeeper, took me a while to get the doorkeeper. You only get these shards. Maybe you can buy them, but they're in these special events. You have to get to like usually the 9th or 10th tier to get the shards for this guy. And the very first one he gets is increasing your army scale. Now these are the civilized ants. So I believe they increase it regardless of whether they are in your actual army, because in most cases you can't actually assign them to a battle. So they just increase it passively. And there are probably a few other ants. Let's check the unobtained. You can go through every ant and you can just kind of take a look at what they do. So maybe you want to focus on getting those ant shards, especially if you have the money to spend. So here's the meat ant, civilized ant. and you get 65% research speed at its max, and you get an army scale upgrade as well. So if I had an option of which events I wanted to max out on to try to get the rewards. Oh, but here's another one too. The Redfoot also does that. Resource collecting. I haven't gone through all of these, but you can see just what they do just by clicking through and going through them. All right, let's check the next place that you can increase your army scale. All right, and just as a reminder to myself, as well as something I send frequently when we have a lot of new members, is this list here. So we already checked the Queen. We already checked the specialized ants. And here's the Metallic and the Gardener and a couple other ants I didn't include that I have found since I wrote this. Let's see, the Commander Talent, Snail, and Research Lab. Let's go check those out. All right, back in game. So we're gonna go to the Snail. Now the Snail under the War Points, so hit skill in the bottom left here. You see right here, Army Scale. So this is something you can control quite quickly. If you want to just add more ants, don't boost your range and your army stats right away. Boost your army scale. Now it takes me, I need at this level another 100,000, a little under 100,000. Looks like, oh no, almost 200,000 more war points in order to get that. And you can get war points in all kinds of places. Maybe I'll make a video on that. And so that's another way to increase your army scale. Let's move on. The other one was research. So in your research, you go to combat, and we'll scroll down, and you see when you get to this level, it increases my army scale 5,000 when it's maxed. And pretty much just every now and again, you get another option to increase your army scale. Now, as you can see, I still have some of these to do, some of these up here to do. But as soon as that army scale was opened up, I researched it. I probably even sped through it because by being able to increase how many ants I can have on the current boosts, I believe that increased my my CP and my fighting ability so much faster. And you just keep going. There's number 3. This one unlocks at Research Lab 23, so I'm a long way off from doing that. This one unlocks at Research Lab 22, so I'll do that here soon because I just upgraded my Queen to 22. So that'll be a focus here. And there's Army Scale 5. This one, just because it is an army, I don't actually see any here. I've looked before, so. All right, our next stop is the Commander tab. So in the upper left, where mine says 35 and it has that red exclamation point. Now you go to the bottom of your screen and you can see your talent and commander info, commander boosts, and alliance info. So we'll go to the talent. And under talent, you have, under combat tab, emergency, that's something different, but I really like that when it comes to event time. Call all my soldiers back. March cap. So this will add 5,000 troops to your march cap. So that's nice to have. Mass march. This can be used to increase your march cap for 30 minutes. So there's a temporary boost. You can also win or purchase like a 25% march boost. In this, that follows this same kind of pattern. Those are only temporary, so it's not something you can use all the time. Here's another march cap. So as you can see, you go down, you just get more of those options. Now, if we go into Commander Boosts, you look under March Boost, I can see that my current max rally scale is 550,000 with a March cap of 5. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but I'm pretty sure that's how many specialized army ants I can supply to increase my rally scale. And then, and don't do what I just did and confuse max rally scale, which is how many other people I can have rally with me on against an opponent or a predator nest, for example, or an event, with the max army scale of 67,500, which is the base before I add the specialized ants. So now let's go take a look more practically how the specialized ants help you with a rally scale, and another place to see what your current boosts are. So we're going to go back up here to the main level. Let's help these guys out real quick. Okay, we'll jump right on that. All right, so we're going to go to search out a predator here. I'm not going to fight him right now. We're just going to look at the options. Well, I think, actually for best video, I think I'm just going to wait for this rally to end, and then we'll be back. While we're here, here's a perfect example of the rally scale. Tina here can house up to 790,000 troops with everybody jumping on. And then everyone else's numbers are based on their army scale, not their rally scale. All right, so here we found a level 29 Scorpion. We'll hit the attack button, and we're going to take a look at our army scale. Now you can create formations to make your best armies or your preferred armies battle. So you can see down here at the bottom, I'm touching my screen, it should alert you there. I have 0 out of 67,500, which you already learned is that's my max, right? Now what if I add a specialized ant? Let's just pick the first one. Now it's 88,200. So if we actually tap on that link, you can see where I get my boost from. So here's my civilized special ants. I don't have the meat ant. And the Metallica, Doorkeeper, Spider Ant, and Gardener. It tells me all the passive increases I get from that I currently have. The army scale, I get 10,500. Tech, talent, and the queen level. Now it says go for, guaranteed when you tap on that, it's going to take you there so that you can try to increase that particular thing. Right? Now it's taking me to research so I can research more. I'm going to go back to that rally. And 29, attack. So I'm going to put on what I've created as one of my stronger formations. Now my melee is the lowest for me because I currently have most of my bonuses feeding into my haste and my ranged. I have a specific purpose for that. We don't need to get into that right now. And so I could dispatch this, but it's not quite strong enough. I'm almost there. A few more T8 promotions, and I'll be able to beat this level 18. Let's see, I've got the boost where I like them as well, but that doesn't affect my army scale. So, now just remember that each one of those boosts applies to one ant, and then thus your entire army as a whole. So those are the ways to increase your army scale. So if I missed any, please let us know in the comments. If you have other ways you'd like to do things, also let us know. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Remember to keep it fun.